In this class, you will get a general knowledge understanding of your firearm, the Carbine AR-15 rifle. First, let's go over the functions of this rifle. On a carbine, you have a couple things. The first important thing that you have is the safety right here. This is your safety lever. When I flick it down, that means we're hot and ready to go and ready to fire. When I flick it to the side horizontally like this, that's your safety. Your next important button is your bolt catch right here. When I pull back on my charge handle all the way and push down on that bolt catch, the charge handle and bolt will lock back in place, leaving the bolt open. Another important button right here is your bullet button. Now, of course, in California, we actually have to use a tool to release the magazine, and we'll go through that later. And right back here is your forward assist. This will help the bolt go forward if it has a jam or can't seat all the way into the chamber. Right here is your bolt release. I'm going to push down on this button right here. And when I push down on this button, you're going to watch on this side that the bolt is going to close, loading around into the chamber. Okay? Now let's go over some other things. Let's go over your grip. There's many different grips that people use for rifles and ARs. Of course, you're going to have your trigger finger hand on the pistol grip of the rifle, and you can take your assist hand and put it right in front of the magazine well. Some people like holding it right under the quad rail or the foregrip, whatever you have going on here. For me personally, I like to have my left arm extended all the way as I'm taking my shots because that gives me better control of the firearm. We're going to talk about sight picture and sight alignment. Now, most carbines are going to have an optic on there. Like myself, I've got a Trijicon T11J. And what I use this for is anything from close, anything from a couple feet all the way out to hundreds of yards, a couple, 300-400 yards with this. And it's still very accurate. And what I'm going to do with this is as I bring the gun up to my body, I'm actually keeping two eyes open so my left eye can survey the area and see if there's any other threats. And my right eye is staring right through the optic, and I have that crosshair right on the chest of my target. And what I'm doing is I just bring my head just a little bit down to rest onto the cheek guard of my buttstock, and I'm just resting my head there and making sure I have a full view of the target in my lens. Now, when we're shooting this, most rifles, when you get into the higher calibers of the 308, the 30-06, calibers like that, there's going to be a little bit more pushback with these guns. Now, with a rifle, a 223 5.56 carbine, there's not a whole lot of kick, but you still want to have a stable platform. And we have a stable platform by, again, like I showed you with the pistol, we're going to have our right foot a little further back than our left. We're going to be bouncing our legs, making sure we are on a solid platform, stable platform. I'm bringing the rifle up to my eyes right here. My arm is stretched out, and you can see, again, my back is leaned forward. I'm arched forward, and my shoulders are a little shrugged. That gives me the max control of this firearm. That way, when I'm taking multiple shots, you won't see a whole lot of muzzle rise with the rifle itself. So I'm going to show you how that looks real quick. Now you can see even with a double tap, there's not a whole lot of kick. And because I had my arm stretched out like I showed you, I had very good control of the gun. And the double tap really is only a matter of inches away. Let's go take a look at it real quick. So as you can clearly see, when you have good control of the firearm and you have the basics down with the proper grip, the proper stance, the proper posture and control of the weapon, and using your sights and your sight alignment correctly, it's very easy to stay on target and be very accurate while you're firing. Take care.